Want to see me build a fantastic roller coaster that takes up a small footprint? Then this video is meant for you. This is Coaster Master and I'll be seeing you on the other side. Hi friends, this is Coaster Master here. Today, before I start the episode, I have a couple of updates for you. First of all, I've lit up the river section of the River Rapids ride where it goes through a forest, and I've made a forest. Now that the updates are done, let's go ahead with our roller coaster. Now this to the normal world and basically everyone else around is your normal compact roller coaster. Yes, it's going to be extremely compact because I said it in the intro. But to me, it's actually a really special roller coaster because it was the first roller coaster I designed really in grade 6. I mean, before grade 6, I did design a couple of roller coasters, but they were, how should I say, not really realistic. No, my coasters were realistic, but they were too futuristic. This was my first non-futuristic, really realistic roller coaster. And yeah, I still love this roller coaster. It was my pride and joy when I was in grade 6. Really. And yeah, I still can't forget how much I love this roller coaster. Yeah, it's an Loco style roller coaster, and I know it should have been a Gostalawa Eurofighter, but who cares? I think an Loco model actually fits this better than a Eurofighter, mainly because I want it to be ultra compact, which it is not gonna be. It is just gonna be fairly compact. Now, interestingly, the last time I rode a roller coaster like this, it was at an indoor theme park in Vegas. Yes, I actually went to Vegas, but it was not my fault. My parents dragged me over there. And yeah, I hated Vegas. Mainly because, I'm not 21, and yeah, Vegas is a place for people over 21. And most of the time I was really stuck in a hotel room, which is not exactly a bad thing, but it's just that I couldn't get to do anything. So to compensate for that, my parents took me to the Adventure Dome in Circus, and that's where I rode my only El Loco style roller coaster. And let me say, I was not impressed at all. It was extremely underwhelming. I thought it would be a much better ride, but regardless, I think it's a decent coaster. I'll probably come up with an El Loco review in sometime in the future. And yes, by the way, I forgot to tell you, every single episode I forget to tell this to you, but yeah, in this is so confusing, but I'm just gonna try to say this the best I can. In the future, I am gonna be making a lot of coaster reviews because actually that was supposed to be the main purpose of this channel, but then I could not get any footage of any of these roller coasters. So yeah, if anyone has footage, please provide it so that I could give you my first review. I know it's me being real selfish, but I just feel real bad about not giving you a roller coaster review, even though I've promised it every single video when God, whenever I show the end screen, I say please like, share, and the text says, I don't say, the text says that please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Sorry, no, more creations and reviews. So as of now, I've just been doing creations and I've made the series, but I haven't really done any full-fledged coaster reviews. I mean, I've just talked about them in my episodes, but yeah, I haven't done any professional reviews. Whew, so yeah, if anyone has any coaster footage, please, please just let me know. I'll definitely mention you in the credits. Yeah, and actually, this video was supposed to be my first roller coaster review as I was going to, I was going abroad to ride a couple of roller coasters. So, but then this pandemic struck. What could I say? Regardless, that just gave me more time to make this series, and now that I'm pretty much done with this roller coaster, I have to make a lot of major edits to it because, you know, the entrance can't go there, which makes no sense at all. I mean, it should go there. There's more than like 7 foot, no, 7 meters between the person's head and the track above. I mean, it's ridiculous, really. Maybe not 7 meters, I think it's 7 feet. Yeah, I'm just confused right now, but maybe it'll not work this way. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, now I have to take care of the color scheme. That looks nice. Okay. And you know what? I think it resembles a gargoyle well enough. That looks cool actually. I'm quite happy with that. I don't think I've seen a roller coaster except for maybe one. I have seen a roller coaster with that color scheme. That is Viper at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I've been on it and it's extremely underrated, but it's not that great of a coaster. Yes, I'm going to be reviewing that in one of my future coaster reviews, but again, I don't have any footage. So, yeah, I really need some footage. And now let's just forget about that, and I want to talk about something I've been waiting to talk about since I released the previous episode, and that is my new roller coaster design. It is an inversion focused dueling launched roller coaster. Okay, let me just repeat this in simpler terms. It's gonna be a dueling coaster with multiple launches and many near miss elements, lots of head choppers, and yeah, it is gonna be themed, which doesn't say much because I'm not really into theming again, but yeah, it is. It's gonna be one of the more well themed coasters in my park. Yes, it's obviously gonna be a coaster, and it's gonna be a part of the next section. So, guys, I really want you to comment on what you think is gonna be my next section. Do you think it's gonna be, I don't know, continuation to my fairy tale section? No, of course it won't be. Do you think it's gonna be a sci-fi section? I don't know at all. I mean, I do know, but I really don't know what you're thinking. So please comment down below. And maybe if your idea works very well with the land I have to work with and basically the theme of this indoor theme park, then maybe, just maybe, I might replace the section I'm thinking of with your section. And yes, of course, I'll mention in, what am I saying? Of course, I'm going to be mentioning you in the credits because, I need to give you credit. Yeah, I mean, I'm real excited to see what I can do with the next section. And yeah, guys, please comment on this. I am really excited to hear your thoughts on this. And now I'm just focusing on making this wooden building to cover the station, really. And yeah, I have something demonic planned for this building. In real life, it won't be possible, but since it's Planet Coaster, let's just assume it's possible. Yeah, I'm gonna reveal that somewhere. I don't know, in a few minutes. Really, it's gonna be a part of this video. Don't worry. But yeah, and this is actually it's actually gonna be a part of a villagey kind of thing. Yeah, I know it's weird, but maybe off camera I should add a couple of smaller houses. This is gonna be a guest house kind of thing with lots of guest house style windows. It's gonna look bad. Yes, I'm saying it. Guest houses are bad. Yeah, but it's gonna have the look and maybe. No, it's not gonna have the feel of a guest house because this is the guest house this dragon conquered. It is gonna be this roller coaster is gonna be called Gargoyle Sr. and it's just a real nice way to, make a continuation to the Gargoyle Jr., which was the junior coaster I made a couple of episodes ago. So yeah, I mean, I like this coaster. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I just like it as a coaster. I mean, you can see the sixth grade stuff I've done with this coaster. It's not something you would sell to a theme park. It's maybe a little unrealistic, not really, but maybe the slightest bit unrealistic. It's good enough actually. So yeah, is this going to be my favorite coaster? By no means. I mean, there are already better coasters. There are already better coasters in this section of the park. I like Gargoyle Jr. a lot more than Gargoyle Sr. because more airtime. But yeah, I mean people have their preferences. So I made this snow kind of covering for this basement kind of thing because mainly I had to eliminate the supports because they were interfering a lot with what I had in store for this part of the ride. But I'm not going to be taking care of that this episode because it's irritating to do stuff like this on camera, which is precisely why I did not make the outer covering of psychedelia on camera. Oh, should I add a water effect right there? That would actually be nice. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Okay, I want to deviate from that. This kind of looks like cake frosting. Yep, this icy layer I just made it just looks like cake frosting, guy. It looks bad. But I don't know how I could make it look better, really, because, that's pretty much the Arctic landscape. It looks like it looks like a canvas. Yeah, don't ask me where I got that from, but yeah, I got it from my mother. Just saying. But regardless, she actually makes some fantastic paintings on a canvas. Yeah, and she likes watercolors a lot, really. So yeah, I actually like to watch her paint while simultaneously doing some Planet Coaster work as well. Yeah, and my mom is really artistic, and I just don't have that talent, which is another reason why I do not do scenery. There's the water effect. And yeah, I didn't trigger it well. I got to know about that only after I rode the ride, which I will be doing in, I don't know, a few seconds. Not even in, maybe in a few minutes, not a few seconds. 1 minute, I guess. I don't know. And that fire, ooh, it's just replicating the dragon spitting fire onto the building, something like that. I think it'll work fairly well. So yeah, how about I just light this whole building on fire? That was the demonic thing I was planning, and the idea came from my mom. So yeah, thanks a lot. Now let's start lighting a wooden building on fire. Now, I actually forgot to add the smoke effects, and I'll be doing that off camera because, it's just plain boring doing it on camera. And yeah, I mean, I could achieve a lot of other stuff in the same time. So, yeah, no smoke effects, but this fire looks nice actually. And you know what? This fire is pretty much what slowed volcano reawakening down. That's what I realized actually. And I confirmed that after watching this POV, which will be coming in a few seconds. Like, really, it's gonna be coming, I don't know, 10 more seconds, 20 more seconds, yeah. But yeah, the fire is what slowed the volcano reawakening down. But yeah, I can't say anything more now. Okay, so now that I've made a wooden guest house kind of thing, and set it on fire because that's pretty much what dragons do, at least in the medieval times, from what I know. Whew, now that I've set it on fire, I think it's a good time to sit back, relax for a couple of seconds, and take a ride on the roller coaster I just built. Okay, a couple of things I've got to change over there. Mainly the part where I was aiming for a head chopper, but your head literally gets chopped, by which I mean the dummy's head gets chopped, which is not what I was aiming for. But regardless, most of the head choppers worked, and I'm happy with that. And most of the effects worked except for the water effect. It worked, but it wasn't triggered properly. Again, that stuff I'll do off camera. Now let me work on an indoor complex, by which I mean I'm gonna be making an indoor section in an indoor theme park. Yep, it's not as weird as you think it is. That's basically what I did with psychedelia. Hmm? Okay, basically what I'm doing here is making a 6 meter high ceiling, and believe me, that's a really high ceiling, at least for my standards, because in my apartment the ceiling is like 2.5 meters to 3 meters high or something. So yeah, not high at all, but good enough for a person of my size because I'm really tiny. And I think a tiny carousel would work really well, like really, really well in this section because, you know, it's a carousel and carousels are always a good fit with fairy tale themed sections. So, yeah, I'm not too sad about that. I'm actually real happy that a carousel's option exists. And that's primarily why I'm making a 6 to 7 meter high ceiling. It's gonna be a, I'm just gonna say it's a double ceiling because it's gonna be a double ceiling because, you know, it sounds a lot nicer. And actually, at my home park's hotel, you know, like Cedar Point has a hotel, my home park actually has a hotel of its own, which it sold because of its poor financial condition. Yeah, that hotel actually has a double ceiling, which may not be a big deal in, maybe in your country it may not be a big deal, but certainly in my country it is. Because we are really used to making tiny apartments and tiny floors. Okay, not exactly. It's just my city. Yeah. Otherwise, we do make large bungalows and things like that, but yeah. Regardless, I have finished the ceiling, and then, and right here, what I'm doing with Gargoyle Jr. is that I'm going to be making the greatest head chopper ever. I don't know, everything about this roller coaster is just the greatest. I love this roller coaster. But I'm going to be making an amazing head chopper. Yeah, it's going to be like inches away from the head, which is nice. But let's focus on this indoor section. And yes, the queue line for the carousel is a little too long, but I don't care. I still don't care. Yeah, and I'm thinking of making an arch to all of these places. I was also thinking of adding an information booth kind of thing, but then I just thought maybe I should leave it to somewhere else in this section, by which I mean I am gonna be making another floor, and after that I'm actually gonna be making a fourth floor as well. So, yep, I have a lot planned for this thing right here. And actually, I have my park plan with me right now. But I am not going to reveal it until I do the path work, which is probably going to be after I finish the next section. So yeah, it is going to be a long time till I finish the path work. So don't expect anything anytime soon, but yeah, I mean, I will show you the plan, and it's definitely quite elaborate, at least for me, because I don't plan a lot of my stuff except for my roller coasters. I don't even plan my track rides, just my coasters actually. But yeah, let's make these shops look less ugly. Whew, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that, but I'll be able to do it. Okay, and now they look a little more like they're a part of the castle. They don't look like they're a part of the castle, but they just fit in a lot better now, and I'm happy with that. I achieved my goal, and yeah, I mean, it's as good enough as done right now, actually. Well, that's all I have for you today. This is Coaster Master signing out, and I'll see you next time on Building an Indoor Theme Park Part 12.